Hello, I'm Tom, and welcome to today's tutorial of something I learnt on my Unreal journey. Today's topic is controlling your metahuman. Metahumans are amazing and completely free. You can design your own like The Sims, use a pre-built one, or import your own face. Today we are going to use me as the metahuman. We'll save creating him for another video. Prerequisites. To show you this tutorial, I'm using Unreal 5.4.4. I am using the Metahuman plugin, activated in the plugins, a basic third-person starter map, and starting characters. If you think you have all this, you can skip ahead. If you don't know what I am talking about, then let's speed run through it quickly. You want to start by opening the Epic Game Launcher, selecting your version of the engine and launching. If, like me, you have a default project, it may load that first. Just head over to File and New Project. This will load the new project window. For this example, we are going to use third-person project. We are going to select our project to somewhere we want it to go, and then rename it to the project name. This will load the third-person level. Next, we need to make sure we have the correct plugins installed. Hop to Edit, and then Plugins down the bottom. Here you want to search for Metahumans, and then select Metahuman. If you do not see this, you can get it from the Fab Store. I will show you this in a moment. Then restart when prompted. You also need to make sure you have Quixel Bridge installed. If you are not sure, you can check by typing in Bridge in the plugin menu. If Metahumans or Bridge is not available to you, pop to your content browser on the bottom left, select the Fab icon and search for Metahuman. You can add this to your library. Then repeat the previous steps. Next, we will demonstrate movement with a third-person character. Firstly, let's just look at the model without movement. Open your content browser again, look for third person, and then blueprints. In here you will find the third person character blueprint. Click and drag this to your map. However, now if you press play, it will spawn a second movable third person character. It is this we transform into your metahuman. When you're ready, pop back to Window and select Quixel Bridge. Select Stay Here, as Metahumans aren't on Fab yet. It may ask you to log in to Epic Games. You can check if you are by clicking on the top right. Once you are logged in, it will link you with your metahumans. If you have some pre-made, you can select My Metahumans. If not, for the next steps, you can use Metahuman presets. Select the metahuman you want to use, select your quality, and then click Download. This may take a while. When it's done, you can add to your project. You can also customize the selected metahuman by selecting Start MHC, but that's the scope for another project. Click Add to add your metahuman to your project. Once added, once again open your content drawer. You will see a new folder called Metahumans. Select the name of your metahuman and you will see it starts loading your blueprint. If you click on it, it will warn you that plugins are missing. You need to enable these and then restart again. Once restarted, return to the blueprint. Click on it and then press Ctrl and D. This will duplicate it. Rename it to something like character name playable. Then return to your content browser and find the third-person blueprint. Do the same with this. As your character will inherit this, name it a parent. You can then add your character blueprint to the map. This is to check it has loaded correctly. It won't move at this point, but you can check out how it looks. Once you are happy, you can delete the character and previous third-person model from the map by clicking on them and pressing Delete. Back to your content browser, head back to your playable character blueprint and double-click it to edit it. You will see in the viewport that your character is lifeless, stuck in a T-pose. Let's fix that. Head to Class Settings and on the right we need to select a parent. Click on the drop-down and find your parent character you copied from the third person earlier. You will see that your character appears lifeless over the third person character, but the character is in idle pose. Let's fix that too. In the left, find Root, and then under you will see Body. Select Body and drag it onto Mesh, then scroll down and delete Root. We don't need that anymore. Now because you deleted Root, when you click Compile at the top, it will come up with an error. We can fix that. Click the highlighted word Target at the bottom in the error and it will load up Set Update Animation Editor. Here you will need to drag Mesh onto the blueprint and connect it to Target on Get Child Components. When you press Compile again, you should be error-free. Right, what to do about our frozen character? Firstly, you will see if we click on Mesh, it will highlight the mannequin, and if we press Body, it highlights us. So select Body, and then on the right under Transform, set the location and rotation's Z axis to 0. Your character will align with the Manny. Next, we want to set up retargeting. Under Variables, find Live Retarget. Click the bool, use Live Retarget mode, and then on the right, tick the box and use Retarget mode. Here your character may snap to the motions of the Manny, but if it doesn't come with me, if your character remains lifeless, we need to configure the retarget, pop to the function retarget setup. Select this variable, retarget anim class, and from the drop-down select your metahuman, normally the same value as was in it. When you return to viewport, your character is mirroring the mannequin. Next, we need to hide our mannequin friend. Select his mesh, pop to the details panel, on the right search for visibility, and then deselect visible, and then at the bottom, always tick pose and refresh bones. If you want your character to look the best, head to the left again and scroll to find LOD sync. Change this value on the right to 1. The higher quality character you downloaded, the sharper the image. Almost there now, just need to make him playable. On the right, head to Settings and select World Settings, scroll down, and until you see Game Mode. By default, this should be BP third person. Under that, click selected game mode and change default pawn class to your character. Always throw in a quick save, then when you hit play, you should have a playable walking, jumping, running, falling character. Learning something new can be frustrating and tough, but if after this you have learned something new, please like and subscribe. I know it sounds cheesy, but it will help me make more content. Then again, if you think this is rubbish and you have a better, easier way, please share that too. Sometimes I need to learn. Happy game building. See you in the next one.
At least I don't have to do homework.